Project managers aren't burned out because of deadlines. They're burned out because of invisible chaos. When you can't see where things are stuck, you start chasing, and chasing is exhausting. Today, we're talking about why PM stress isn't just a workload problem, it's a control problem caused by using generic system for work that's anything but generic. Over the last 3 episodes, we've broken down the layers that slow delivery. Episode 1, feedback chaos creates translation loops that waste time. Episode 2, review chaos creates endless revisions. Episode 3, developers aren't slow, they're hunting for context. Even if all 3 layers work perfectly, projects can still fall apart because someone still has to hold the whole picture together. That someone is the PM. And most PMs are trying to do it across 6 disconnected tools with no real visibility. They're reacting instead of managing, not because they're bad at their job, but because the system they're forced to maintain is broken. Here's the setup most PMs are working with: a task manager, Slack, email, Drive, maybe a client portal, maybe a spreadsheet you built yourself because nothing else quite worked. And the assumption is more tools equals more control, and it doesn't. More tools equals more places for information to hide. So instead of moving work forward, PMs spend their day doing something brutal, reconstructing reality. And what hurts most isn't the work, it's the dead time between the work, the gaps, the waiting, the delays between stages. That's where projects quietly bleed weeks. And we had a PM at our company who'd been with us for a long time. Strong operator, trusted, experienced. And then slowly projects started lagging more and more. Not because we didn't have tasks, because work kept sitting in between those tasks. A request would come in and it would stall. A review would be ready and it would wait. A decision would be needed and it would drift. So what did we do at first? What everyone does. We added process, more steps, more checklists, more of the make sure you copy this here, more red tape to force information into the right place. And it didn't fix the problem because the problem wasn't the lack of process, it was the lack of urgency and visibility inside the system. Once we started focusing specifically on the gaps, the lags between the different stages, everything changed. We built a delivery system around one question. How do we shorten the communication gaps? How do we make sure that when something comes in, it gets served immediately, not left on the shelf? Because when you can see delays forming early, you can prevent them. And when you don't, you get Parkinson's law in full effect. Work expands to fill the time available. Control isn't micromanagement. Control is removing dead time. So PMs watching this, what's the most draining part of your workflow right now? Client approvals, scope creep, internal delays, something else? Drop it in the comments and let's actually pinpoint what's creating the drag. Now inside Atarim, every project lives in one dashboard. At a glance, you can see what's active and where it sits, what's overdue and by how long, what's blocked and why, what's moving and what's losing momentum. You don't wait for the delay to happen. You see the leading indicators before it snowballs. That's the difference between reacting and managing. Control comes from making progress visible at the project level, not just the task level. Most task managers tweak work like a flat list, but visual delivery work is stage-based. You have the homepage review, the internal QA, the client revision, the final approval, the launch, right? Each stage has a clear status, a deadline, a visible load, how much is sitting there. When a stage goes overdue, it becomes obvious, not buried. And here's a simple question most teams can't answer. How many revision rounds did your last project go through before approval? Most people have no idea because most tools don't track review cycles cleanly, especially across design plus build plus stakeholder feedback. With Atarim's collaboration layer, including the Figma workflows, you can actually see revision rounds and where cycle time is being lost. Then on the boards, you can watch the pipeline. Too much in progress, you're overloading execution. Too much pending review, you got a review bottleneck. When the pipeline is visible, prioritization becomes real, not just vibes. And here's something most tools get wrong. PMs and clients should not have the same product experience. Professionals need depth, tools, workflow control, AI reviews, structured collaboration, and clients and stakeholders, they just want to get in, leave feedback, and get the F out as fast as possible. Then that's what Atarim is designed around. Clients don't need to learn a system. They don't need to swim through features. In fact, they don't even need a full account. They could just put the email quickly for notifications, leave feedback, and get out. So you can remove friction from the one thing you need them to do. Respond, approve, move the project forward. Now the next one, we've all sent messages like, hey, just checking in on that approval. Awkward, repetitive, drains energy. So Atarim automates follow-ups through workflow rules. You can set conditions like if a page has been waiting for client input for 3 days, send a reminder. If a review stage stays stuck, notify the right stakeholder. If unresolved comments remain after X time, then escalate internally to higher priority. So the system keeps momentum without you needing to constantly chase it. That's not just nice to have, that's how you eliminate dead time at scale. And this is also where AI helps PMs massively. PMs are usually the ones stuck running clarification cycles. What do you mean? Which page? Can you share a screenshot? Is this on mobile or desktop? When clarification is systemized, we tackle the clarification in real time. So the AI responds, looking at the context around it. What is the visual? What is the code behind this? What is the message left by the client? And then try to decipher what they actually mean on the spot. Exactly like you would. A lot of PMs already live in ClickUp, Asana, Jira, Trello, or something else, and they don't want to blow up their workflow. So Atarim can augment what you already use. Keep your project management system, but eliminate the clarity gap where the work actually happens. And over time, what you notice is simple. Most PM tools are generic. Atarim is delivery specific, built for visual work, reviews, approvals, and production momentum, not everything under the sun. You can't be an accountant and a lawyer and a design team and use the same tool. And one last thing worth mentioning is that Atarim lets you brand the workspace, your logo, your colors, and with a WordPress plugin or script embed, the collaboration layer can live right on the project itself. So clients don't feel like they're logging into some random third-party tool. They feel like they're inside your delivery system. That's not cosmetic. It changes perception. It signals maturity, investment, intentional process, and that perception influences two things: how much clients trust you and how they react when things potentially go sideways. A real system earns real trust. So let's recap the stack. Episode 1, fix feedback capture, stop translation loops. Episode 2, fix reviews, stop endless revisions and manual QA waste. Episode 3, fix dev clarity, stop context hunting. And episode 4, fix the orchestration layer, stop dead time between the different stages. When all 4 layers work together, delivery changes. No one chasing, no one's guessing, no one's translating, everyone just works. So projects run late not because of talent, not because teams are overloaded. They run late because the system tolerates lack of clarity and it tolerates dead time. High-performing teams and agencies don't work harder. They remove friction, clear feedback, structured reviews, precise execution context, visible orchestration. And what you're really reducing isn't creation time, it's the delivery time. It's that part that expands 5 to 7x once other people are involved. You remember? That's the game. So the difference between chaotic agencies and ones that scale isn't talent, it's systems. Talent gets things done. System gets things done consistently, fast, without burning the team out in the process. And that's what this series has been about. And honestly, it isn't just about tools, it's about getting your time back, your focus back, your ability to deliver without chaos back. If this series gave you even one insight you can apply tomorrow, hit subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from, and I can't wait to share it with you. Let's keep building smarter, faster together, and I'll see you on the next one.